Hi, and welcome to today's class. So today's class is about slowing down and resetting. So in this practice, I'm going to invite you, like I said, to slow the pace down, soften the body, release some tension from around your neck and your shoulders, and gently unwinding. So we're going to do some soft twists, some hugs, some rocking from side to side, all these nice things that really help us to calm our nervous system and to create a sense of space from within. As usual, I've got a couple of yoga blocks. You don't need to use them if you don't want to, but they always give us that little bit more space. So to start with, we are going to come and arrive on our mat in a seated position. So finding a comfortable position for your legs. They could be out long, soles of the feet together, or in this cross-legged position. And once you arrive there, you're just going to take your hands, place them on your knees, palms up or down, and just let your elbows soften. And I'm going to invite you just to close down your eyes, or you could just soften your gaze and take your gaze down towards the floor. Take a nice deep inhale and a nice long exhale. So just taking the time to arrive, to just observe for a moment before we start some of this gentle movement on how you feel and perhaps where you're breathing. So just start to do a little body scan, perhaps just starting at the crown of the head, working down your face, trying to soften the muscles around your eyes and perhaps just unclenching your jaw. Just let those shoulders release away from your ears and just feel that heaviness in the elbows. And take a nice deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, just let your right ear fall to your right shoulder. Inhale, let the chin fall to the chest, and then exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, chin to the chest, exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Just carry on with those half neck circles. Just exploring that movement with the breath. So you'll inhale as the chin comes to the chest and exhale as the ear goes to the shoulder. And closing down the eyes whilst you do this movement is just a lovely way to soothe your nervous system. Taking out that element of sight, that sort of sensory input of vision, really makes you go inward slightly. So notice how the back of the neck feels. Take one more. And then wherever you are, just let your head float back up over your shoulders. Now place the palms of the hands on the knees. You'll take an inhale as you start to lift your chest up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to chest. So inhale as that chest floats up and extends. You might lift your chin slightly and then exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to chest, getting that C shape for the spine. Inhale and exhale. So imagine you're just rocking forwards and back on those two little sit bones at the base of your pelvis. Taking one more. And letting yourself just rise back up, that spine nice and tall, head over the shoulders. Take an inhale, take those arms wide, the palms are facing forwards. And as you exhale, bring those arms in front of you, the right arm crosses on top of the left. You're going to grab opposite hand to opposite shoulder, somewhere or thereabouts. Inhale, just lengthen the spine, and then as you exhale, take a little side bend to the left. Inhale there, and then exhale, just start to take a little rotation to the left, and then just make that more of a rocking type motion. So rock to the left a little bit and then take that rotation out slightly. Letting the head just follow along with the spine. Coming to stillness, take that rotation out, lift back up. Take an inhale, the arms go wide. Exhale, left arm on top of the right, opposite hand goes to opposite shoulder. Just release those elbows down. Take an inhale, grow that spine tall. And exhale as you side bend over to the right. Let that right ear fall to the right shoulder. Inhale, and then as you exhale, start to rock to the right and carry that rocking motion on. Hands are just staying on the shoulders. Breathe, just a nice steady flow of breath. We're going to be doing this kind of hug and rock type motion again. And then take that rotation out and then lift back up. Release the arms back down so the hands perhaps on the knees. Take a nice deep breath in and a nice long breath out. And then when you're ready, just blinking, open your eyes and we're going to come to lay down on our back. So soles of the feet are going to come onto the floor. The knees are up towards the ceiling. Tuck that chin slightly into the chest. Hands can just run alongside your body. Take an inhale, lengthen the tailbone towards the heels. Push into the soles of the feet and start to peel the spine up. Just one vertebra at a time as you come into a low bridge. And then exhale, just rolling back down again. So inhale as you roll up. And exhale as you roll down. So this nice wave type motion, using your breath at the same time as the movement, getting that connection between breath and movement, that connection to your body. Trying to really think about stretching the spine out, mobilizing the spine. So go slow with this movement. Always coming back to your breath and being mindful of where that breath is, where you're breathing from, and mindful of any tension in the body, any areas that might feel slightly restricted or stuck. Take one more. And then the next time you roll back down, bring those knees into your chest. Take a little hug of your knees and a gentle little rock from side to side. Interlace your hands now around your right knee. Extend your left leg long so it lands on the mat. Have a hug of that right knee and then start to draw some circles with that right knee. So imagine you're just drawing a circle on the ceiling. Moving into your hip. Nice steady slow breaths as you do that. For many of us, we store quite a lot of tension in our hips. For many people, they do feel stuck and restricted. Go in the opposite direction. Regardless of what you feel about whether or not you believe there's emotion stuck in the hips, what I do know is it always feels so good to move your hips. And then come back to stillness. Left hand stays on the knee. The right arm comes out to the side. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, you'll guide your right knee over to the left. So come onto that left side. Your right arm is there as a bit of an anchor. Just keep and hold that right shoulder blade down. Let your gaze go over towards your right fingertips. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Nice supine twist. Breathing into the right side of the body. And then rolling back onto your back. Extend the right leg long, draw the left knee into your chest. Take a hug of that left knee and then start to draw those circles. So your circles can be as big or as small as you would like them to be. I encourage you to close your eyes and just notice how this feels. Sometimes it isn't always about reaching an end goal or shape. Sometimes it's just about how it feels in your body. Go in the opposite direction. Just notice how this hip feels in comparison to your right. And then come to stillness. The right hand will stay on the knee, the left arm will go long, land it on the ground. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, guiding that left knee over to the right. So roll onto that right side. Get that twist in place, then take your gaze to look towards your left fingers. Keep both shoulder blades down on the ground. Just lengthening your tailbone just slightly towards the heel of that long leg. Take a deep breath in and out. One more breath. And then bring yourself back up. Just roll onto one side to take you up and over onto all fours. So hands down, so shoulders over wrists, knees underneath the hips. Take an inhale, start to soften the chest, soften the belly, drag those hands back, and then try and bring your chest through your arms. And then exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to chest, push the floor away, so lifting in the core. Inhale as you soften, and then exhale as you round. And again, close down your eyes. Just doing that kind of wave-like motion for the spine that we just did on our backs in an all fours position. So a little bit more of a weight bearing position. So inhale, soften. The next time you come into that cat-like spine, tuck your toes, use your core to lift you into your down dog. So it's a soft bend in your knees, you're on the balls of your feet. Take an inhale. As you exhale, just push the floor away, lift those armpits up, and then start to pedal your feet. So bend one knee, straighten the other. You might choose to just let your hips come from side to side a little bit as well. As you do this, just release the head, perhaps give the head a little bit of a shake. Just trying to get a bit of tractioning through the neck. And then coming to stillness, lower those knees down nice and slowly. You'll rise up to a tall kneeling position and step your left foot forwards. You can grab your blocks if you're using them, or your hands will come onto the floor. Tuck your back toe. You're going to hover the back knee. Take a little shift back and your left toes will peel up towards your face. And then rock forwards and tap your back knee down. So rock back and forwards. Again, so this nice rocking motion. Both of my knees are bent. You do not need to have dead straight knees for this. You're trying to have a nice long spine. So remember, the head is just extension of your spine. So keeping that ears in line with the shoulders. Take one more. And then when next time that back knee comes down, lower it down. Take an inhale as you rise those arms up. Exhale, bring those arms down. Inhale, take those arms wide, so palms are facing forwards. We'll come into that hug. As you exhale, right arm on top of left, grab those shoulder blades. Take an inhale, grow that spine nice and tall, and then exhale, side bend to the left. Add that rotation and that rocking motion. So a nice hug for yourself. That soothing rocking motion. We rock babies for a reason. I always say this. Babies love that calming rocking motion, and we do as adults as well. And then come to stillness. Take the rotation out, the side bend out. Release that right hand down to a block or the floor. Start to turn your chest to the left and then extend your left arm up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, the left hand comes down towards the back of the mat, in front of the body, and reaches forwards. So big circles here. Nice steady inhales and exhales. As you do this, you're pushing down with that right hand. That slight turn of the chest towards the left. Release your right ear to your right shoulder, taking the tension out of the neck. Take one more. And then release that right hand down to the ground. This left leg now is going to come out to the left, so the leg will be straight. So we're in this kind of adductor rock position. So I'll turn to you, so it would be this position where your leg is out to the side. I like to have blocks here. I'm going to place them on the lowest setting, or your hands will be on the floor. And then from here, you're going to rock forwards and back. So you're pushing through the outer edge of that left foot. You're still thinking about lifting this right thigh bone up into the pelvis. We're not tipping our pelvis or moving it in any way. We're just rocking forwards and back. Holding that core nice and steady. And then bring the shoulders over the wrists. The right hand stays there. Sweep the left arm up. Inhale, and then as you exhale, thread that left arm under the right. Have a little bend of that right elbow. And then push, and inhale as you lift. Exhale as you thread. So you don't need to come all the way down to the ground. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you thread. One more. And then hands down. Left knee under the left hip. Come up to that tall kneeling position. Step the right foot forwards. Hands on the block or on the floor. And then from here, you're going to lift that back knee, take a little shift back. So the right toes now will peel up towards the face. Then rock forwards, land the right foot, lift and rock back. So again, we're just rocking forwards and back. That nice soothing, rocking motion of the body. Go slow. Try to keep it sort of in tune with your breath. Getting that nice stretch of the hamstring whilst we're rocking. Last one, lower that left knee down. Rise up, take an inhale, sweep those arms forwards and up. As you exhale, just release the arms down. Take an inhale, the arms go wide, palms out towards the front. As you exhale, left arm on top of right, grab opposite shoulder, release the elbows down. Inhale, grow that spine tall. Exhale, side bend to the right. Take an inhale and then exhale, add that rotation and that rocking motion. Hold that left glute strong as you do this rocking motion. Just coaxing the left front of the hip. And then pause, take the rotation out, take the side bend out. Release the arms, left hand will come onto the floor or a block. Start to turn the chest to the right. Right arm reaches up. Push the floor away. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, the right arm comes down in front of the body and forwards and up and back and round. You don't have to have a straight arm. You can have a bend in the elbow as you do that, and then release the left ear to the left shoulder. So let the neck just relax. Notice how your shoulder feels. Sometimes you might feel some little clicks and little pops. Just becoming aware of the sensations in your body. Our body's always trying to tell us things. We just need to take the time to listen. Last one. The right hand comes down. You send that right leg long out to the right. So in that adductor position where we'll stretch the inside of the thigh. So you're pushing through the outer edge of that right foot. And then you're just going to start to rock forwards and back. So I like to have my toes at the back tucked. Gives me a nice little stretch for the bottom of my foot. But you can have the top of the foot down if you would like. That's completely up to you, just preference. So steady breaths as you rock forwards and back. Take one more. Shoulders over, wrists. Left hand stays down. Take an inhale as you sweep that right arm up. Exhale, right arm starts to thread under the left. Bend that left elbow. Push down. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you thread. Just take a couple more here. Again, we're not necessarily getting all the way down to the ground. I'm not. I'm just getting that little rotation through my torso. Last one. Right hand, right knee down. Take those blocks to one side if you are using them. Come into a child's pose. So perhaps take those knees wide, big toes touch. Sink your hips down and pad your hands forwards. Let your belly just rest in between your legs and release the head down to the ground. If it doesn't come down to the ground, you could always, if you are using yoga blocks, just take your forehead onto a block or just let your head hang in between your arms. Just settling here, just for a couple of rounds of breath. So really think about expanding through your sides and your back ribs. Siphoning that breath up into the rib cage, into the diaphragm. Take one more round of breath there. And then hands under the shoulders, push yourself just round like a cat all the way up, and then come just to lay down on your back. Once you get there, just bring the knees into the chest, have a little hug and a rock from side to side. That last little rocking motion. And then come to stillness, release one foot, then the other, perhaps extend your legs long. Come to arrive in a little bit of stillness, perhaps just taking one hand over the other at the heart center, closing down your eyes or softening your gaze and just pause, just observe, just notice how you feel after just a little bit of movement. Noticing any last little sensations in your body, just acknowledging and thanking yourself for the time that you've given your mind, body and breath. From my heart to yours. Namaste.